Hey, Lebelek, mate, how are you? How are you? Definitely need a break. Definitely need a break. We all need a break. Oh, that's right. I got so pissed off with this thing before, you wouldn't have seen the stream. I drove it into the water. One of the biggest pain in the ass things to do. But it's going to be needed for some point. Because I just feel like not really doing a task, I just need some cheering up, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go to here and explore the next map. Why not, eh? You've done incredibly well tonight, Labella. Well done, mate. Well deserved. You've been putting all that effort getting better and better at GD7. Definitely deserved it. As we all know, it's not my week this week. Just have to turn the fans around so it's freaking hot. It's like it's 25 degrees in the evening at the moment. This week's just not for me. I'm probably not going to stream. I won't be tomorrow night. I'm going to have a break tomorrow night. Probably Friday night as well. Probably still do some of this. I'm about to do some more of this. I might do a longer than an hour stream. A Snowrunner mega stream tomorrow night, huh? So far I've seen a bit down tonight. I just got a lot of shit on my mind at the moment, not just to do with racing. And just not feeling it at all. So I don't even feel like doing a task. I'm just going to go to the next map here and unlock the next map, just to do something. And hi Andy again, how are you? I'm not sure how well we're going to go in this map because there's a lot of water crossings. We all know this thing hates water crossings. So hopefully we can get through. And as always, Labella, Candy, I appreciate all your support. It's underneath a bit of financial strain at the moment because it's been so quiet over Christmas. Well, straight after Christmas, I've got everyone chasing me up for money. I've got the rego due for limo, which is not cheap. My license, which is also not cheap, next month. Then today, after 6 years of not having any bills, suddenly I get a water bill for the rent, and it's for 3 months. It's way too high. And I said to him, mate, you've got to send me a bill for 6 years. I said, oh yeah, apparently it's because apparently the water bills were going to the wrong address or something like that. Something happened. My problem, but they're not going to make me back pay because I would refuse. But they're trying to send me one for like only 3 months water usage. It's massive. And I said, well, you do realise there was a water leak here. Oh no, that was fixed before. No, there was another one that had to be fixed this last week. I don't know how long that was there for, so I don't believe I should have to pay any. So yeah, it's just more and more bloody bills and bills and bills and bills. And I've hardly had any income for at least 3 weeks. It's been very minimal. Should pick up with tomorrow's pay, and then hopefully next week. I've had a pretty good week this week. Well, brilliant, that's better. So it should start picking up each week. Put a lot of financial stress on me. I love my racing, but I am not enjoying these week's races. They're just not for me. You know, I like trying to be consistent with my driving. I just can't be. The most consistent driving was in the Daily Race C with the GR2s, but I'm just not fast with those things. I don't enjoy the track, and I also don't enjoy those faster cars like that. So, oh, it was needed though. I was expecting those GR4s this week. I hope they come back next week, please. I remember last time we didn't have GR4s for a couple of weeks when the GR4s got off the list. The GR4s weren't there for quite a while back until they came back. So I'm hoping they come back next week. Otherwise it could be a bit of a quiet one. Wish there was another decent racing game on the PS5. F1's okay, but not really. It's not a streaming type of game. ACC, honestly, to me, is not a streaming type of game, especially for online racing. Yeah, but I kind of needed a break from the shit that's going on in my life at the moment too. So it's just like I was hoping it would. We're going to get some damage to the engine here. There we go, there it is. I was expecting it. Go around the edge. I've got a shit on my mind. Work, money. People chasing me up for money bills, and I said, look, you're just going to have to wait until next month until I can pay you. Oh, we want it now, and I said, good, you can want it now. It doesn't mean you're going to fucking get it now, pricks. You're just going to have to wait. Money doesn't grow in trees, you know. The guy who bought this place apparently got fined. He got fined from the council. So he's had the audacity to say he can't afford to fix the fans and everything now. But he still wants to put the rent up, and I said, I'll only accept an increase in the rent if you fix the fans. If you can't fix the fans, then the rent stays where it is. So, and I think that's fair enough. He promised he was going to fix the fans and stuff here. Now he's saying he can't afford to. Then you can't say you're not going to fix something and then expect me to pay more rent. So no. And I've got a legal right to say the fans need to be fixed because they were advertised when I got the place and none of the fans work properly. If you have the fans on full, all you hear is this tick 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 tick, really bad noises. So if he wants me to, if he wants to increase the rent, if he enforces it, I'll have to pay it because, as I said, rental availability in Brisbane at the moment is it's an all-time hard 0.0, not even 0.5% of houses available in Queensland at the moment, in Brisbane. So it's quite highly. If I got evicted, I'll be living in the car or my parents' garage, for instance, because then I would love to actually move to somewhere else better than this house. It's a too big a house for just one person. But again, been able to find a place, and they're getting over 100. They're actually having to put a stop to applications for a house at 100. They get over 1,000 applications per house in Brisbane at the moment. 1,000. I kid you not. 1,000, and they cut it off at 100 because there's just so many people looking. So if I actually got evicted, I'd be fucked, because to get approved when you're self-employed, you have to have been self-employed for 2 years. So me by myself would not get accepted, would not be approved for any rental places. That's how it's. So I've got a lot of shit, all that worry. I'm still going to have a roof over my head at the moment. It's a lot to take in. So with all that out of my mind, and just the way the shit racing was going, it was just people just driving like fucking dickheads at the moment. It's not a good. They're not good tracks. First things first, let's go and unlock the garage up here. I haven't been here for ages, isn't it? Mostly snow on this one. Still areas where it's still not so snowy. The garage here. There we go. Okay, where are the watchtowers? Wonder how Phil's going at his boring training tonight. I think we'll go to this watchtower first. If we can get up there, because there's a bit icy up here. I should be okay. I've been up there before. There are some icy bits in this map where you might need an assistance truck. There's a lot of areas you don't want to have ice. I think best to go this way. So yes, I do sorry that definitely a bit shitty tonight. Wasn't in the right frame of mind, pity because of the manufacturer. At least I got a reasonably good result. Fourth, I live streamed that one today at 2 o'clock. You can watch it back on this account. But even then, on the last lap, this guy that was in fourth, bump and run, ran me on the last lap going into the first corner. He just pushed me off, pushed me out wide in the first corner, and when he took the spot. And I thought, God, that's a mistake. Surely he's going to do the right thing and back off and let me back. No, he's typical friggin' red dot. Heath got done by red dot too, so he was gone being red dotted. They are the kings of bump and runs. The stupid thing is he dived in, bumped me wide, and he didn't get a penalty for it. They need to bring back the harshness of the penalties, I'm afraid. What the hell is that? Yeah, okay, I think that's a defect. That's a bug. It's not, well, it's just dirty drives. They just, the Japanese are the worst for it, I'm afraid. They love to bump and run. They are prone to it. It's just in their blood, sadly, I think. It's in their blood now, they're kamikazes. For a bit of a drive, I think we'll go back down this way. We'll go up this way and around to that tower. We'll go via here and get these tasks in the way. I just feel like a drive. I don't really want to do anything. My brain's not working tonight, well, anyway, so that's resting my brain. You guys understand that this is the best way to rest my brain is load up a bit of Snowrunner, but not do anything tasks wise it's gonna stress me out. Just go for a nice little drive, do some unlocking. And go for a drive with some of my mates in the chat. And I have to admit, really streaming the manufacturers is not always good because most of the people that subscribe to me race themselves. They'll be doing the manufacturer races themselves. It's not too bad when it's a normal manufacturer races, and the UK ones don't normally start until about 1 o'clock my time. Because they've got so many manufacturer races on at the moment, it's great being able to do them. Get that task. Let's get a top off some fuel. Always take advantage of a free top up. I still would like to see Polly incorporate a report system again. And if they get multiple reports and someone's driving all the time, they should then review that person. And that's it. I reckon if they find a dirty driver and if they're found guilty of dirty driving, they should have a reset of their driver rating and safety rating back to start again. And then if they continue driving dirty, they should not only be reset again, but lose all their race wins, everything. They start a complete status reset. Because if you're going to have that, people are going to think twice. And even as far as having bans on those accounts, if they can't log in, they can't race in sport for a certain amount of time. Some incentives, but more deterrents to try and get people to Just race a bit more smart. Because they're just not getting engagement when I upload videos. There's hardly any views, hardly anyone leaves comments in the videos when I do upload a video. So it's kind of put me off. I might try, now that I've got this decent new webcam, I might try and do something a bit more often. But I don't know. I just don't get the engagement when I do. It'd be nice if people just leave comments on there. Like the videos, leave comments. Yeah. Probably something I need to do a bit more of. For sure. Maybe I need to do that more often. Maybe I'll limit my streaming to Monday, Wednesday and Friday nights. And every second Saturday night for lobbies. Now the lobbies just don't get them as much people in them anymore, which is off-putting. I think to the right, up that way. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll look into. Maybe if I do any other races out of those streaming nights, I'll upload a video. Not just I need to do it like I used to. I would save the video of the actual race and put the replay in the corner. Maybe I need to do that a bit more. I'm sure you've seen some of the ones I've done in the past when I've actually saved the replay of the last race. Not replay, just the actual last race as if it was live, almost, I guess. And then record the replay, put the replay in the top right corner. Syncing it can be a pain in the ass sometimes. But maybe I need to do that again. Mojo with me lately, just to do the editing's been very low. I've got videos to edit from other channels, I just haven't had the mojo to go and edit them. Task. Remember right, there's a vehicle down the bottom of the cliff here. Yeah, that thing. Okay, let's go back down this way. Try and make our way up to this task. Another watchtower done, that's correct. I enjoy going to the watchtowers. Exploring new areas, well not really new, I've been here before, it's been a long time though, so it's almost like it's new. Though there still are two maps I've never been to, and that's of course in that snow region. Oh, is that a task I forgot? Let's disappeared there. Ah, yeah. Well, thanks for popping in, you guys, and joining me on my just a bit of a drive. Got a long drive tomorrow morning. Drive out to Toowoomba. 2-hour drive. I've been out there this year. Luckily, it's not. I don't have to be up to about 12, so that'll be good. It's actually quite a nice drive out there. So I shouldn't have a late one tonight, but I do need to prepare for that. Then I'm supposed to be catching up with my lady friend for war. Yes, I mean lady friend, because she only wants to be friends. Actually, I'm wondering if I need to go this way. Oh no, I think it's up that way. Oh, we'll find out. This might sound bad, but all the Aussie women, they're picky as hell. Half of them just go to me, oh, you're too ugly. Actually, I've actually had one lady say, oh wow, you're ugly. Not interested in you. Could you just ignore me? You actually have to say, oh, you're too ugly. Seriously, I mean, there are people in this world I honestly don't believe have any. Whoops, can't go that way. Decency. The last one that said that, I said, you know what, I'm glad he said that. She goes, why? Because now I know what a fucking bitch you are. She did not like that. You know what? You didn't say something uncalled for like that. And it is uncalled for. I didn't hold back. Aussie women are some of the most vile women I know. That's probably why I've got on better with Asian women, but they all just want to be friends. Oh, you're really nice, but you know, I can only see us being friends. Fuck yeah. Women, I tell ya. Can't live with them, can't without them. I don't think I can go it that way. I think I actually do have to go it that way that I was thinking. Oh well. Let's go for an adventure along this way. And that's disgusting, isn't it? I cannot believe they say that shit. I know I'm no amazing man, big abs and stuff, but you know what? They're the one missing out on a guy that's one of the most caring guys out there. He will treat them like they're a queen. So that's depressing me a bit. Honestly, I don't like being alone. I don't like coming home to an empty house. I'm not happy. So yeah, I am trying to find someone, but you know what? It's very hard when people are being so fucking picky. At least this lady I'm going to go for a walk with tomorrow. Off a couple of walks with her. She's really quite nice. She did an amazing painting of my parents for the Christmas presents there. That was good. I paid her for it. I wasn't going to let her do it for free. Mate, no disrespect to you or Andy, there's some things you guys can't do that a partner can. No? Sorry, but there's certain things that I kind of need in my life. Again, no disrespect to you guys. God, how the fuck? Oh, I need to go up that way. So let's go down here and then down this way. Yep. A lot of women are selfish. I like this. There's this girl that oh look, when I'm in between jobs sometimes, I'll load up TikTok and just sit there and watch TikToks. Great time pass waster. But anyway, there's this lady that she does all these TikToks supporting men, saying how women really do treat men like shit. And they bitch and complain about men doing this, men doing that, but she's definitely pro-man actually. It's actually quite, I actually like some of the stuff that she does, because it really does support men. And showing women, you need to show men more respect than you give them. And I'm sure there's good women out there. Stuff was okay with my ex-partner, but she was just fucking... Well, task down here, let's grab this task. I'm afraid the only way I could say it was loopy. She bought into all those conspiracy theories. And as when I drove a customer there, he actually said, people who start these conspiracy theory crap are just as dangerous or sometimes more dangerous than terrorists. Because these people who start these conspiracy theories are the ones that end up doing a lot of crazy shit. So my ex-partner was right into all this stupid. She even went on that she almost believed that there was she did not want to have the vaccine because she believed they had government were putting trackers into you. And I just said to her, seriously, you believe that shit? Oh, I'm sure there's some reason. I said, no, it's not the government trying to control you. You know, and you know what? Please, the government already know everything they need about you. The government can track you via your phone. You give more information out to Facebook than even the government gets about you just from using your fucking phone on Facebook. And in the end of the day, who gives a shit if the government's tracking? You know what? All these other people go, oh, we don't like this tracking us. That's a version of our privacy. These security cameras, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, what? The only people that have fucking problems with people tracking you or whatever are criminals. Think about it. I mean, seriously, I don't give a shit. The government can track everything I fucking do. They can even look at what my favourite sex position on is if they want to. I don't give a shit. I'll go there next. But to believe that they're putting trackers in you through fucking vaccines, I mean, that's loopy. I mean, so I think I dodged a bullet there in the end. It wasn't nice that she basically broke up 2 days after my bloody birthday by ghosting me, basically. Because apparently I wasn't happy with what she did for my birthday. Well, it was truthfully quite lame what she did for my birthday. Yeah, it was. That's just not. I don't want to go there. It's been taking me a while to get over her. She really. See, when my marriages failed, I knew that they were over. You know, it was the end of my marriage. It was the end. We kind of knew. But when you're kind of in the infancy, the start of a relationship, and they have this woman talk this shit about me and make me out to be someone I'm not, that's what hurts. Because I was still, honestly, I was falling in love with her. I was in the initial stage. I was literally falling in love, and for her to treat me like she did, that fucked me over. She was. Yeah. She was a piece, that's for sure. So you wonder why I lose a lot of self-confidence in myself. I still want to find that person, you know. I hate going to bed alone when it's a cold night. I want that stuff. It's hard when you want something but you can't get it. Very hard. Very, very hard. But anyway, we're slowly opening up this map. Also starting to remember the map. I might not do the whole hour tonight, I might only do another 5 minutes. I'm feeling a bit tired, I think I might have an early night. I've got a long drive tomorrow. I think what I need to do, I need to go this way because there's a trailer here with fuel. So instead of going this way, I'm going to go up this way, there's a trailer with fuel. And then I can go back around there, get that. Such is my life, Alex. Such is my life. I'm just a nice guy that people take advantage of. Always feel that way. I think this is where the fuel is. It'll be daytime. Oh, there it is, son, yeah. I remember the time when you fell in love, then stabbed me in the back, was your fucking bitch. Yes, I think we then go back up this way. I think. So we came the right way up. get up there. Yeah, when you're picky, you can miss it. You can miss on the right ones. But it is what it is. I think that's the way. That's the path. Yeah, that's it. Let's see if we can get to the top of this mountain, huh? We are in the right vehicle. When I get to the top of this mountain and we unlock this one, that's probably going to be the end of the stream, and then I think I'll have an early night. Still that depressed and anxiety tonight. Depression and anxiety is not a good mix, I tell you. And I suffer really bad depression at the moment. I honestly don't have any friends, zero. So I just spend time with friends. I don't have any. How am I gonna have some? The friend that I had he was fucking manipulating my fucking ex-partner. A so-called friend of mine claimed to be claimed that he had sold his accountancy firm for millions of, sorry, not accountancy firm, finance company for millions of dollars. He was offering my partner, something like $50 million to set up this horse ranch thing. Turned out that he was a fucking liar, didn't have any money. I think he was just trying to bloody hit on my ex-partner. That's why our friendship broke up. So I caught him out on it. So I just had friends. I just cannot trust anyone anymore. It just feels like everyone around me lies. So yeah, I've got big trust issues. Yep, con man at his best. And he's in a fucking wheelchair. And you know what? This probably shows really how bad he is. Oh god, I've got two. What? Oh, look at all the bloody watchtowers still to go to. Fuck me. I think we'll have to head back down here. Because that one gonna have to go. That's gonna be the next one. We'll leave that for part 2. But I'm not gonna. I'll get back down to where the petrol is. So I'll give you a little bit more extra bonus me. But yeah, you know what? This guy supposed to be had all this money, okay? And he would help me out a little bit. He'd get me, because he lives not far from me, so I'd drive him around. Because he obviously can't drive because he's in a wheelchair. And I'd drive him around. He'd pay me money. Little bit of money for fuel and that. And I'd talking to him and I'd be saying to him how I was. One week I had no money. I had minus. I had bills taken out of my account, so I had minus money in my account. I had no food, nothing. I was talking to him online, saying how I had nothing, and he didn't offer to help me. If I had these so-called millions of dollars, I would be. If I had a friend who's struggling, he was offering to sponsor my then partner's son in his shooting. And he was offering something like $130,000 a year sponsorship. He was offering to help her start up a horse ranch. Yet his so-called friend, he only met her through me. I'm his so-called friend who had no work, nothing, unemployed, and he didn't offer a cent to try and help me. knew I was trying to get back in the limo industry, he could have bought a brand new frigging car. Top of the range, but he could have bought a bloody Rolls Royce if he had all these millions. If the shoes in the other hand and someone wanted me to help, I wouldn't hesitate to help. Anything causes problems, I tell you. Not just relationships, really. I've just never met people that take me for who I am instead of that just use me. I'm not a violent person, I tell you, but mate, if I ever saw a man hitting a woman or a child, the police better get to them before I do. I'm not a violent person. I'm probably the fucking opposite. I'm fucking weird. But if I ever saw a man harming a female, as I said, the police better get to them before I do. Because, yeah, especially a child. This lady that I'm seeing at the moment, she was in a relationship. She was married actually, but she was actually over in France. He's from France. She was over in France with him early last year, where he physically attacked her. She had to call the police and get police to come and help her get out of the house and get her back to Australia and put a restraining order on him. But isn't it? It's just disgusting. Those. Now I'm gonna assume a little bit more. I've decided I just feel like going to this other watchtower. But yeah, it disgusts me what some people can do to others. You know, I couldn't harm a fly. I'm a lover, not fighter. Those who harm others are just the lowest common denominator. I honestly, I think pedophiles should be desexed. They should have their... If a guy does something to another kid, they should have their... Sorry, I'm only going to say that they should have their fucking wiener cut off. And I say this from a full experience, because when I was 14, I was molested by this 13, 14, I was molested by this dirty man. It fucked me up. I didn't tell anyone for over 20 years, not 20, 10 years later I finally told someone about it. You're 13, 14, you're still kind of learning yourself basically, and then this guy preys on me. And it's not it's a feeling, it's all your strength, all your dignity is taken away when that shit gets done to you. So a woman being assaulted, a child being molested, you know, it's just... I'm open about it nowadays. I'll let anyone know. If anyone wants to think badly about me, you know what, when you're 13, I was teased massively at school, to points where I was nearly, honestly, suicidal. I wanted to end my life. That's why I'm a bit angry at my parents, because my father never listened to me. No one was there to see the living hell I went through at school. I mean, hell. It made me vulnerable to this lowest of all lowlifes. I put pedophiles even worse than wife bashers. I'm sorry, but anyone that preys on kids, as I said, they should be castrated. Take away their libido, because I'm sorry, it's in their brains. They're sick, so they will. Anyone that says that won't do it again, they'll do it again. They can't help it. It's in their it's in their brain cells. So they should just be there. And that fucks with one's life, you know. When you've got a shit life at school. I've only got a year 10 pass at school. And I bullshit you not. I have an IQ of over 100, I think it's around 177. It's actually higher than Einstein's. My IQ was fucking huge. And but my school life, my upbringing was so terrible that I never got listened to. I still wonder to this day where my parents were while all this shit happened to me. Got a lot of questions. But yeah, I've got a massive IQ. But I only got year 10 pass at school. My school life was hell. I mean, that's why I said to my son, don't you tease anyone. If anyone teases you, you let me know. But don't you ever bully anyone. Because of their name, whatever. You know what? My last name is Head. No relation to Patrick Head, unfortunately. Leave those Germans. My last name's Head, so kids had a field day at school with that. Last name Head, wow, I was single. I'm an emotional person. I take things very personal. You guys know I love my video. I love cameras. I take cameras with me everywhere, but I get so self-conscious. I get so anxious when I get my cameras out and there's anyone around. It's very hard for me to get over that. And a lot of this anxiousness and stuff I think it's all because of all the shit that went down at school. Fuck my life. And then being molested was just like, and that's what they do. These molesters, they prey on the weak-minded. I'm still kind of developing as a person, and then I got molested. I started to question, am I gay? So that's actually why, and I'm open about it, I am homophobic. Because of what was done to me. I don't have a problem with people being gay, but I am homophobic. I don't mean to be, but it's more about people who try and move on me or something like that. A guy touches me, I cannot go to a male barber. I cannot stand a male touching me. It did. It made me feel like it was all my fault. Back now, I blame my father. Because my father, when I got up in the morning, he was already gone to work. When I went to bed, he hadn't even arrived back from work. And my father went to work 7 days a week. We never had any communication. We never spoke. We just... Yeah, I just didn't have a father figure around me. So when you haven't got a father figure, it makes you pray to these dirty ass assholes that prey on the weak-minded. But I still put all those years when I was going through hell at school. Surely my parents would have known the hell that I was going through at school. When I finally told someone that I was molested, okay, Actually told a very good friend of mine. I'm still good friends with her. Best of friends. Just haven't spoken for long. Hardly ever see each other nowadays. She's married, children, stuff like that. But anyway, it was her that I finally told her. I actually spoke to her that night as if I was talking about a friend. Because I was having these nightmares. I was really struggling. And she helped me, and I finally told her what. But I talked as if I was talking about a friend, but it wasn't me. But then I admitted that it actually was me. And that was a huge load taken off my shoulder. And then I remember getting home. I was about 24 years old. I went home. And my father just had a massive go. Where the fuck are you been? Blah, blah, blah. And he just absolutely ripped into me. Oh, he's finally taking interest in what I'm doing. So, but he ripped into me, and I just looked at him and I go, "You really want to know what my fucking problem is?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." So I just looked him straight in the face and told him that I was molested and that I blamed him partly for that because he was always at fucking work, and that made me a bloody victim and a target. And he just sat down. He could not. He went quiet, sat down. And it really fucked with him. And then we sat down, we spoke about it, and we thought, okay. Now this guy was the president of this military. My brother is big into trains. No, I didn't mind them, so oh fuck, here we go. Okay, that's the good stuff. So I went there too. I joined up. It was fun. It was just down the road from where we lived. It was fun driving these little miniature trains around, stuff like that. I did a lot there. And we used to have a whole lot of us stay. But the guy that molested me was the president of the railway. He was the president. So my father got me, and my friends recommended I should too. We made a statement to the police about what he did. Now the rules in Australia though is they have to go by the rules the offence happened in. It's not by the rule. If it was by the rules of today, he would have been charged with what he did. But they had to go by the rules of the year the offence happened. And he then, when he got questioned by the police, he got arrested, was taken in. He made the statement that he thought I was over 16. Now, if I was over 16, it's different. But we said, well, but he knew that my age was only 14 because he's the president, and the president has to sign the documentation of approving me as a member. That he knew what age I was. So the police subpoenaed the railway to get that paperwork to prove that he knew how old I was. What do you know? The very paperwork proving that went missing. Because of course this guy's friend was the secretary at the time. So he obviously quickly rang them up and said, look, police heat on me. You need to make this evidence disappear. So he never got charged and paid for what he did to me. So that also fucks with me too. And my brother. No, I think I've got a feeling he's dead now. Apparently he had also done jail time for offence to someone else. And the railway found out about this and removed his honorary membership and banned him from the railway, so that was good. At least my brother didn't have to see him anymore. But he never paid for the anguish of what he did to me. Which is probably affecting me too now. I'm nearly 50 years old. what people, that's why I'm a very big thing about school. What is done to you at school can mar you, infect you for life. But it does make me a caring person. I care. If I could just find that right person, I could actually be ever after with. Who can accept me for who I am, not what they want me to be. And that's the problem with a lot of women. They think that they can change you. They think they can make you into a person that they want. Oh, I went past the way we're supposed to go. But does a leopard chase the spots? No. People should love you for who you are, not for what they want you to be. Like, news just the other day, there's this priest, high-end priest, probably the biggest priest in Australia, who molested some young men, probably around the same age I was. But of course he's got the protection of the church and all this other shit. Went to court, blah blah blah. But the evidence disappeared, blah blah blah. But you know what? They announced the other day that he died after complications in a hip replacement operation. And you know what? I cheered. I said, good. That's one less pedophile in this world. Happens so much in church, so you know what? I know what it's like to be a victim and how much it fucks with one's life. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that depressing subject. The only good thing is that you guys have got a bit more bonus than me because I did go for the whole hour. But we will be stopping the stream once we get to this tower. But hey, you got some bonus, Aussie. No, I don't think we can get to the tower from this side. Let's keep going down this way. You got some bonus, Aussie, and that's good, isn't it? Yeah, bonus, Aussie. But I think you guys can understand why I was a bit shitty to tonight's stream. Just everything in general at the moment has just been stressing me out. Bill stress it's real when you get people after money all the time. It fucks with you. Now, unfortunately, I've had some unpaid bills in the past. Some of these debt collectors, luckily in Australia we don't have debt collectors where they come and threaten you in your house or they take things, but they will hound you with phone calls and stuff like that. I still get that every now and then. It sucks, I wish I could pay them off. I hopefully will one day, but at the moment I can't. When they keep ringing and ringing up one after each other and hound you, I think it's disgraceful. Is that the? I think we've only got one more. Well, this is really opening up the whole map for change. We'll save getting to the last one was there. The next stream. Just trying to figure out how we're going to get there. I think we might get down there. We go along here. Might as well grab that upgrade. To somehow make our way down to here, which will get us over to there. We'll find our way down in the next stream. Just one more, but I can't. I need to go. I'm tired, and I've got a long drive tomorrow, so off to bed I go. But thanks, guys, for coming along, listening to a little bit more of my story. That's what this channel's these tend to be like nowadays. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. See you in the next one. I'll probably stream some of this tomorrow night, but I'm going to try and keep off Gran Turismo Sport tomorrow night. Stay safe.